home and suffer their first four-game losing streak of the season. We'll talk all about it here on Toyota Warriors Post-Game Live here at the Gatehouse in Thrive City with the Hall of Famer Chris Woolen, NBA champion Festus Ezeli. I am Bonte Hill. The T-Wolves blew it open in the second quarter. They're up 25 in the third. But the Warriors showing a lot of fight. Brandon Podziemski, Kristaps Porzingis. But it just wasn't enough. 7-point lead the T-Wolves had in the fourth quarter. Then the Ant-Man took over, and they sent the Warriors to their fourth consecutive loss.
You made that sound really good, Bonte.
I did. It sounded.
This game was a game in the first quarter, and there was a little bit of a comeback in the fourth. And the Warriors trying to cut a 25-point lead to 9. And this big game from Anthony Edwards, 42 big points. He is what they say he is. He is a superstar, and he really led his team tonight because they were coming in on this game on a 3-game losing streak. So were the Warriors. But the Warriors are shorthanded. They've lost a lot of people. And even before the game today, Al Horford is out the game. And the Warriors just trying to figure out what guys they can play, what rotations they can play together. If you want to take away some good from this game, you could say Brandon Podziemski had
25 and 10.
25 points, and
10 rebounds.
10 rebounds. That for the Warriors was good. He spurred the comeback, started hitting some shots there in the second half. They just need to hit some shots. They need to find ways to score. They need to find ways to get steals. Without Steph, without Jimmy, without some of these players on the court, Draymond as well.
Al Horford.
It's really hard. You got to do this thing by committee, and the Warriors still trying to find a way to piece things together. Defense is the way to do it, but they had guys like Anthony Edwards is special. Jaden McDaniels was coming down the lane and was getting layups in the first half. So they just had too many bodies on that side. The Warriors didn't have enough on this side.
Yeah, Bonte, you said it. The first quarter, I thought the Warriors played very well, just down 3. That second quarter, 38-20. That was the deciding quarter. The Warriors win the second half. But it's all about the efficiency numbers. The Minnesota Timberwolves shoot 56% from the field, 40 from 3, and 88 from the line. The Warriors get 16 more field goal attempts. So a lot of the numbers go the Warriors' way, except finishing in the paint. They shoot just 40% from the field, 31 from 3. So shot making, and that to me is directly related to the size, the length, the athleticism, and being undermanned. They just got worn down. Yep. So those numbers are somewhat deceiving. Watching the game, the effort was tremendous. Really impressed with the effort. A lot of good individual performances. But since you can't make shots, they don't turn the ball over. Did a good job taking care of it, but only 23 assists. So just an undermanned team, but you cannot question the effort. Now it gets tougher. As Festus said, Horford's got a calf. Post has an ankle.
Draymond has a lower back.
Steph Curry was in the game, went out the game. So, Draymond's back.
You talk about trying to regroup. Got a long flight tomorrow. And then you go to the world's most famous arena on the biggest stage in sports.
No doubt.
So we'll see how that shakes out.
Yeah, and they only turned the ball over 9 times. Fezzy, go ahead.
Imagine being Steve Kerr in this situation, because you said we have to regroup, but there was already a regroup before they came to the game today. It's all right, let's regroup and find a way to figure out a game plan to win this game. And you get to the arena, and right before the game tips off, well, Draymond's not playing. These are the things you got to give the team a lot of credit. I got to give Kristaps Porzingis some credit too, because he looked really good in that first half, Bonte.
He did. I'm just thinking about the road trip now. You mentioned Draymond being a late scratch in his game. Al Horford leaving with right calf tightness. Hopefully we get an update on that. Seth Curry walked through the other tunnel, the visiting tunnel, to get to the locker room. He was banged up. Quentin Post with an ankle injury. And I'm thinking about the 6-game road trip, where they have a back-to-back right off the rip on this road trip. New York, Washington, D.C. They have one at the end of the week against Detroit and Atlanta. So things do not get easier as the Warriors drop to 19-15 at home. They lose the season series in Minnesota 3-1, and it all happened in the second quarter, as we keep mentioning here, where Minnesota, they were up 3 after the first quarter, and then Anthony Edwards started to take over. He dropped 20 in that first half. Minnesota went on a 17-2 run at one point.
Bones.
17-4 run, I should say. And then later on, the 24-8 run to end the half, all gas, no breaks. Bones Highland playing some good basketball. And Ayo Dosunmu, a nice pickup from the Chicago Bulls, 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists, Willie.
Yeah, the Timberwolves really turned on that second quarter. I thought they got sloppy and somewhat disconnected to the game in the second half. But Anthony Edwards, big-time performance, incredible shot making. He does so much one-on-one. He can just jump over. They come double him. He just jumps over and makes shots. He reminds me of a combination of Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins. He's that gifted.
His ability to explode, Anthony Edwards' ability to really be calm on the pressure. You saw them trying to double team him. I thought he was making great reads, going downhill in the second quarter, making shots for other guys. He started off the game being a facilitator. And then somewhere in the middle of that second quarter rather, he started to attack. And it was off the post. It was coming off of pick and rolls. It was getting threes up. Like, Anthony Edwards is special. And tonight you saw him do that in a way where he's trying to lead his team to win again. They're trying to get back on the right track. The Minnesota Timberwolves, where they struggle is where guys start going one-on-one, whether it's Anthony Edwards or Julius Randle. Those are the two stars that they build their game around. They have a lot of pieces on this team, and when you get your teammates involved in the game, then the game gets easier, and you're seeing that evolution for Anthony Edwards right now.
Mully, you see it, his 10th 40-point game of the season, efficient too. 13 to 22 from the floor, 4 of 9 from the three-point line. He grabs rebounds, he defends, and he goes 12 for 12 from the free throw line. So we made every single point count, and he was by far and away the best player on the floor tonight.
Did anybody else feel that building come back to life for a second? Seriously, I'm asking you. When the Warriors were down 25 and Chase Center looked dead, did you think they were finished? Because I'll tell you right now, this team may have lost 127-117 to Minnesota, but they did not quit, they did not fold, and that matters more than people outside Dub Nation want to admit. Anthony Edwards was unreal with 42 points. The Wolves shot 56% from the field, and Golden State still found a way to punch back after looking buried. That is not a team with no heart. That is a wounded team still fighting. And that's the real story to me. Yeah, the 4-game losing streak hurts. Yeah, the injuries are brutal. Steph Curry is still out at least 10 more days with that knee issue. Draymond Green was out, and during this game, the Warriors got hit again with more injury trouble around the rotation. But even with all that chaos, Brandon Podziemski gave you 25 points and 10 boards, Kristaps Porzingis gave you 20, Guy Santos brought 17 and a career-high 8 assists, and the Warriors cut that monster deficit all the way down to 7 in the fourth. Ha, that's pride, that's fight, that's a team refusing to embarrass itself on its own floor. Now, let's be honest, because real fans have to be honest. The second quarter killed them. Minnesota dropped 38 in that period, and once you give a team like that air, Anthony Edwards starts smelling blood. He got downhill, he got to the line, he got comfortable, and once a superstar gets rolling like that, good luck stopping the avalanche. But I'm still coming out of this game encouraged by one thing. Golden State won the second half. That's not a moral victory parade. Nah. That's a sign of life. A sign that even with a depleted roster, this team still responds, still adjusts, still competes. And here's why I'm still leaning favorable to the Warriors. This team is learning who can survive under pressure. Pods keeps growing, Guy keeps proving he belongs, Porzingis is giving flashes that matter, and if Steph comes back with enough runway, these ugly nights can still become useful nights. That's the key. Not pretty, not easy, but useful. So I want to know what you think. Did this loss make you more frustrated or more convinced the Warriors still have fight left in them? Drop your take in the comments, hit like, subscribe, and ride with Dub Nation through all of it.